Hi everyone, welcome to the Feel It Out flow. There aren't any props that are required for this class, but if you know that you like to practice with them, please grab them now. The purpose of this sequence is really all about to tap into how you're feeling right now. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So when you're ready, we'll come into a comfortable seated or cross-legged position somewhere around the back of the mat. Just go ahead and bring your hands to your knees, close down your eyes, and start to feel into your breath. Imagining that rather than doing the breathing yourself, you are actually being breathed in this moment. And just knowing that the purpose of this class is really to tap into sensation. That means there's not going to be a lot of focus or worry about outer alignment, but rather that inner alignment instead. Working on keeping this focus on how you are feeling with each micro movement, each inch of breath moving in and out of your body. And understanding that the focus is on sensation, go ahead and create an intention that revolves around this idea. An intention that allows you to stay connected to sensation happening in your body, in your mind, and in your heart. And once that intention is clear, and once you feel a rhythmic breathing occur, keep the eyes closed and just start to move in whichever shape you are in, whether you're cross-legged or seated on knees. Just start to move out your body, not worrying about how you look. Right away, tapping into how you feel. Maybe it feels good for you to circle the torso over the thighs. Maybe you want to add in the arms or take little micro movements of the head and neck, just noticing right away where you feel resistance and starting to rub up against that resistance with deep breaths and mindful movements. And keeping the eyes closed, make your way to a tabletop position. Actually feel out the posture as you get there. If you need to blink your eyes open because you're not sure of where you are on the mat, that's fine. And once you do, just go ahead and close the eyes down once more and then continue to move here. So again, we're not really worried as much about the outer alignment of the shapes in this practice. We're focusing more on the inner alignment of the sensations happening all within those inner landscapes, the inner landscapes of your body, your mind, and your heart. So in this tabletop position, feel free to create any shapes that you need right now. Let your body speak to you in that language of sensation. Using this practice to get really fluent in that language and then honoring its needs, its wants with your movements, with the shapes that you make. Take 3 more breaths wherever you are, knowing that whichever option you choose is perfect for you right now. Knowing that if it feels a little strange to just move freely without any direction, that's okay. It's okay if it feels a little uncomfortable at first. See if you can just get really present in your body and let it guide you where it needs. And keeping that connection to the present sensation, eventually drift your way up and back to downward facing dog. Maybe you need to blink open the eyes in the transition, that's fine. Otherwise, I invite you to keep the eyes closed, and once you arrive in down dog, same as before, just keep moving. not worried about how you look, not worried about the precision of traditional yogic alignment, but tapping more into how you feel. Imagine that you've never practiced yoga before. How would your body want to move right now? Most importantly, in this free movement, keeping that connection to the breath, letting the breath be that continual reminder to draw you back into the present moment. Letting that present moment be one that is rich in sensation. When you're ready, we'll meet in a more or less still shape of down dog, any variation that you need. And together, inhale, wave it forward to high plank, chin to chest, round through the spine. How can you exaggerate that movement? As you exhale, glide it back to down dog. Let's do 2 more like that. I invite you to keep the eyes closed so that you could feel as much into the shapes as possible. Inhale, wave it forward. Back door of the heart opens. Exhale, glide it back. Front door of the heart opens, tugging the heart between the thumbs as the hips lead you up and back. Once more, inhale forward. And exhale, gliding back. Meeting in down dog, gently open the eyes. If you'd prefer to keep them open, feel free to do so. What we'll do is go through 2 separate sequences. The first time it will be led. The second time you'll have the opportunity to move on your own. So this first option is really just more of a suggestion. You have the opportunity to follow exactly what I say, but feel free to add any movements that you need in between. Press evenly into the hands. Inhale the right leg high. As you exhale, open the hip, leg is straight or bent, up to you. Look over to the left side with your eyes, gaze for that right foot without lifting the eyebrows. Inhale, straighten back into the right leg, square the hips. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lift the left heel off the mat. Exhale, circle the right knee around towards the right shoulder. Pause here for the inhale, back of the heart spreads. Exhale, softly plant the right foot down. Lower down your back knee, untuck your back toes, setting up for lizard. And just continuing to breathe here, go ahead and move. Maybe taking some little circles, little dips of the torso. Maybe just letting the head and neck hang really heavy. Perhaps it feels good to you to press your right knee away from you, letting the right big toe peel off the mat, getting more expansion across the heart. Knowing that if you want to go deeper, you can reach behind you with the right hand, grabbing for the outside of the left ankle, drawing the heel towards the glute. Again, there's no right or wrong here, simply exploration with breath and movement. Finishing up, 1 more full breath in lizard. Meeting back with the hands in between the right foot. Plug back into the right big toe if it's not already. Tuck the back toes as you inhale, straighten into the right leg. Lift the hips high, coming into a wide, modified pyramid position. And just pausing for a breath here. Do you need to take some movements to settle in? Feel free to do so. As you inhale, bend back into the right knee, high lizard, walk the hands forward. With your exhale, spring up to the top, left leg out to the side. Take an inhale here, lift the left heel. As you exhale, circle the left leg around, inhaling it back out to the side. Exhale, gently release the left foot down, settle into Malasana or garland pose. Settling the hips between the heels. Again, maybe you need to take some rocks from side to side. Maybe you're using a prop here under your seat, that's fine. And just feeling free to be as active or as passive as you'd like. If you're passive, you can fold forward. If you're active, palms connect in front of the heart, using the elbows to open the knees. Eventually, we'll all meet upright, inhaling the arms up and overhead, spike into your heels. With the exhale, really ground into the feet. And use that grounding to help lift you as you inhale, arms up and overhead. With your exhale, come down the same way you came in. Reach the arms out to the side as you descend. At the bottom of the breath, hands draw forward in front of the heart, then inhaling to rise. At the top of the breath, parallel the feet, bring the hands to the low back as you exhale. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, press the hips forward with the hands, releasing the tops of the thighs. Elbows squeeze together behind you. That squeezing motion makes a shelf for the heart with the shoulder blades. Inhale back to center, and exhale to fold, riding the breath as you descend. Inhale, lift up halfway. With your exhale, make your way back to down dog. Maybe that means you go through chaturanga. If you're going through chaturanga, you have the option to step, to float. Maybe you're going through spinal rolls. Maybe you're just slowly walking your way back to down dog. Either way, we'll all meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Reconnecting to the breath if you've lost sight of it. Taking those micro movements that you need. And tuning into the present by tuning into sensation. Plug evenly into the hands. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, open your hip. Knee is bent or straight, looking over to the right, gazing for the left foot above you with the eyes, releasing the eyebrows down. Inhale, straighten back into the left leg, square the hips. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale, lift the right heel off the mat. Exhale, circle the left knee around to the side. Pause here, take an inhale, left knee at the left shoulder. Exhale, release the left foot down. Softly plant the back knee. Setting up for lizard of your choice, continue to move here. Circling the shoulders, letting the hips drop to one side, then the other, and just knowing that maybe the needs on this side are different than the other side. That's okay. If you find yourself really worrying about creating that exact precision in both sides of the body, then I just invite you to close your eyes. Let the breath draw you back into yourself. Let the breath draw you back into the present. And take one more full breath in your lizard. We'll meet with hands inside of the left foot. Plug into the left big toe, tuck the back toes, inhale, lifting up through high lizard. As you exhale, straighten the left leg, wide modified pyramid. And just taking one breath here, do you need some movements? Do you need to go deeper? If you do, shift the weight onto the left heel, tug the left toes back towards the face. With your inhale, make your way back to high lizard, bend into the left knee, back knee is lifted, walk the hands forward a step. As you exhale, spring up to the top, opening the right leg out to the side. Take an inhale, activate the right foot. As you exhale, circle the right leg around. Inhale it back up through center. Exhale, gently release down. Malasana. Settle the hips between the heels. Hands collect in front of the heart this time. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, softly descend. Inhale to rise. Parallel the feet. Exhale, hands to the low back. Inhale, lift up and out of the waist. Exhale, open the chest, open the tops of the thighs, press the hips forward with the hands. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, melting forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. How do you need to get there? Maybe it's different than last time. Maybe it's the same. And just taking your time to settle into down dog. So you'll have the opportunity to either go through that same exact sequence on each side, or you can explore something new entirely. We'll get started by inhaling the right leg high. As you exhale, open the hip, look for the right foot over the left shoulder. Inhale, extend back into the right leg. Exhale, bend your knee, open the hip. Inhale, draw the right knee towards the right shoulder. Exhale, release the right foot down. Starting in lizard and just continuing to move here. If you would rather move in low lunge or another shape with the right leg forward, feel free to do so. I'll let you know when we're moving up to the top of the mat. And I'll be going through the same sequence that we did on the first side. Again, just knowing, how would you move if you had never practiced yoga before? Would the shapes of your body look different if you weren't focusing on that outer alignment? And when it feels right to you, travel up towards the top of your mat. Sinking your way into Malasana or maybe another shape at the top. Taking the movements that you need, eventually you'll rise up to standing however you'd like. And then in your own time, make your way back to a folded position, any shape that you need. There, inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, journey back to down dog however you'd like. If chaturanga is calling to you, go ahead and try it on. Maybe some spinal rolls have your name on them. Go ahead and practice those if that feels right. Eventually, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Close down the eyes for a moment. Take a full breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. Seal the lips, inhale through the nose. Let that inhale draw you into this present moment, draw you into sensation. Exhale through the nose. Arrive fully here now. Softly open the eyes if you'd like. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, look for the left foot over the right shoulder. Inhale, extend back into the left leg, square the hips. Exhale, open the hip once more, bend the knee. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, circle the left knee around to the left side. Pause for the inhale. With your exhale, softly plant the left foot down, lower the back knee, and start to move how you need. So if that movement is maybe not a lizard shape, maybe it's something completely different, that's totally fine. Seeing if when you close your eyes, maybe you're a little more capable of moving in that embodied fashion. How would you move if you were not conditioned at all? How would you move if you were totally free here now? Feeling free to add or drop anything that you like. Eventually, your own transitions, your own journey will bring you forward towards the top of the mat. Settling in towards Malasana or maybe another shape. Your own movements, your own breath will eventually lift you up to a standing position. Your own breath will melt you back down to a folded position. From the fold, inhale, half lift. Exhale, make your way back to down dog, however you need. And just starting to notice right away if the mind is trying to force this idea of strength or sweat in the practice. Do you feel like you need to add these handstands and these hops because otherwise the practice won't be totally fulfilling? Maybe your body is asking for a softer approach right now. Trying to differentiate between those needs and those wants. We'll start to add on. Again, I'll articulate the first sequence for you, and then you'll have the option to totally free move on the second round. And go ahead and inhale the right leg high. As you exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, look for the right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Pause for the inhale. As you exhale, release the right foot down. Back knee is lifted this time. As you inhale, rise. Arms reach up and overhead towards a high lunge. Maybe another shape is calling your name right away. Either way, just starting to go a little deeper into the hips, adding some strength rather than just opening. Maybe you need to take some circles of the wrists, opening and closing the fingers, taking some little pulses of both knees or the right knee, and just settling into the shape how you need. Take a full inhale here. As you exhale, cactus your arms, offer the heart skyward, charge through the legs to protect the low back. Inhale, reach it forward, palms face one another, chin draws into the chest. As you exhale, spin the back foot flat. Slide the left hand across the right as if you're pulling a bow and arrow. Make your way to warrior two. Left fingertips drift behind you. Right fingertips remain forward. As you inhale, reverse the warrior, half bind if you'd like. Left arm wraps around the back. With your exhale, side angle, wrapping the right hand in front of the belly, reaching the left hand forward, using the strength of the legs and obliques. Inhale, reverse the warrior, half bind if you'd like. Exhale, side angle, reaching the right hand across the belly. Rather than resting onto the front thigh, take an inhale here. With your exhale, left hand sweeps you around to the side, making your way towards a wide-legged fold, toes in, heels out. Start barrel rolling the chest and the hips, working out any lingering kinks in the spine. And once you've worked out those kinks, if you'd like to fold forward, feel free to do so, taking any variation that you'd like with the arms. Maybe grabbing the ankles with the hands, chest expansion, interlacing the hands over the top of the head. You can also walk the hands through the legs, or maybe headstand is calling you. If you'd like to get more inverted, feel free to try that on now. We will be visiting this shape a few more times. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, make your way to the back of the mat, bend into the left knee, plant the right hand, inhale the left fingertips high, gentle twist in a lunging position. As you exhale, rotate the toes to the left. Option to hook the left big toes with the left hand for an added challenge. No grabbing, you're not grabbing the foot with the hand, moving without that connection. Either way, strong inhale, extended side plank, send the left leg, left arm high. You have the option to pause here for the exhale, getting strong in the foundation, or maybe you've had enough and you'd like to go back to down dog. Feel free to do so. If you're still in side plank, take an inhale here. With your exhale, three-pointed high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, gliding back. Checking in and down dog, using this position as a true home base. Letting yourself close down the eyes. And going through that same thing on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, open the hip, look for the left foot. Inhale, square the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the left foot down. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Continue to move as you get there. Work out the kinks as you get there. We'll take an inhale together. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, draw it forward. With your exhale, make your way to warrior two, sliding the right hand across the left, opening the right fingertips towards the back. Inhale, reverse the warrior, optional half bind. Exhale, side angle, reaching the left hand across the belly, right hand forward. Legs are strong. Inhale, reverse, half bind. Exhale, side angle, left arm across the belly, pause for the inhale. Exhale, circle the right hand all the way around to the side. Take some barrel rolls with the chest and the hips. Let yourself arrive into the shape, and when you're ready to fold, feel free to go there. Knowing that you don't ever have to stop moving once you arrive in your shape. And when you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Plant the left hand, inhale the right fingertips high. Exhale, rotate the toes to the right, option to grab the right foot or keep the connection free. Strong inhale, extended side plank, right arm, right leg lifts. Pausing for the exhale or making your way back to down dog. If you're still here, take a breath in. With your exhale, three-pointed high plank. Take an inhale, shift the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, gliding back. And just pausing for one breath. And going through that same sequence on your own, I'll get you started by inhaling the right leg high. With your exhale, you'll step the right foot through. Gather up the inner thighs, inhale to rise, and just start to move here. So maybe that means you stay in this high lunge, going through that warrior two sequence. I'll be going through the original sequence up at the top here. If you have something else in mind, feel free to take that on now. Either way, moving with your breath. Either way, moving with your needs. And again, just noticing how you would move if you had never practiced yoga before. Would the shapes still look the exact same? Are you letting yourself move from that really embodied state? Eventually make your way to the long edge of the mat. Keep moving. And again, just knowing that if it does feel strange to have this free movement, that's okay. Usually we have really precise direction in yoga classes, which is also great, but having this free movement gives you a chance to really explore your present needs. Eventually make your way towards the back of the mat. Keep moving here. And if you'd like, coming through side plank, chaturanga, whatever you need to make your way back to downward facing dog before we go through the same thing on the other side. And just knowing that that first sequence I offered you is only a suggestion. Taking a full breath in and down dog when you get there, checking in. Full breath out, letting it go. Left side, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bring the left foot through, softly plant it down. When you're ready, allow yourself to rise. Keep moving. What does your body need right now? Are you moving from that space of embodiment or conditioning? Are you exploring your immediate needs or what your ego thinks that you need in a yoga practice? When you're ready, breath guides you to the long edge of the mat. Keep moving. And let those organic movements guide you back towards the front of the mat. Keep moving here. Again, you have the option to go through that side plank chaturanga sequence or maybe something completely different altogether. Either way, we'll meet in the final down dog of the practice when you're ready. Eyes are closed. Breath is strong. Fully connected to yourself, to every sensation coursing throughout your body. From down dog, inhale, ripple forward, high plank. As you exhale, deep bend in the knees. Let them hover off the mat. Close the eyes, full inhale here. As you exhale, softly plant the knees at the same time, using only sensation rather than sight. Then press back to seated on heels. Collect the hands in the lap. Close down the eyes if they're not already. Let go of controlled breath if you're holding on to it, coming back to that idea of being breathed rather than doing the breathing yourself. And just taking this time In your seated meditation, or perhaps you come onto your back for a more traditional shavasana, to fully explore your inner landscape, the inner landscape of your body, your mind, your heart, understanding the sensations that come up and out in each of these areas. Feel free to stay for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.